So this is a clip of the new 49ers coach. I think he was the defensive line coach or the linebacker coach under Jim Harbaugh. And this was his first straight interview that he did with Comcast Sports in the Bay Area. And so this is the home team. These aren't guys that are out to get him. But, he had done press conferences and sit-down interviews or whatever. But this is the first, hey, coach, you're going to go on live and show it. Now, especially listen to the first 25, 30 seconds of this. It seems like he's in over his head.
You can already see. His name is Jim Tomsula. Is that how you pronounce it?
I believe that's right.
Jim Tomsula.
His forehead is very shiny.
He looks like a sweaty, fat slob.
All right, you and me talking. Just give me a name that you think would be good as an offensive coordinator. No. What if I throw a name out there?
Yeah, well,
Mark Trestman. It's someone you might know, right? That's maybe the best you can give me.
Yeah.
Same question, defensive coordinator. What do you give me an idea of what you're looking for? I'm not trying to trip you up.
Yeah. I'm really not going to talk about. I'm just not going to do
the
it
style?
out of respect to those people.
No,
I know. Then we play the name game, but then you know what I mean. I just don't want to get on that road.
Okay. Not even the style?
Yeah, style that fits our players.
All righty. Style that fits the players. But the defense, you kind of have a better feel for what that defense is.
Yeah. I think we have a pretty good feel on our offense also.
All right. That sounds good. With the talent.
But especially at the beginning.
Sound good.
He just kept going.
Oh, my God. Those sounds he was making.
Oh, boy.
Where are we at right now?
Okay, he's an animal.
Name that you think would be good as an offensive coordinator. What if I throw a name out there?
Yeah, well,
Mark Trestman. It's someone you might know. That sounds good.
That sounds good. That guy doing the interview is like, this is 6 minutes long, and we're 20 seconds in, and I'm already drowning.
With the talent on this defense now, do you feel that you can get a top-flight defensive coordinator? You don't have to get an assistant who you're going to elevate. You can get a guy who's pretty excited about being a defensive coordinator and a chance to win with that.
He's a mouth breather. Yeah. You can hear him going.
Yeah. Yeah, his lips have not touched once in this whole bit.
His teeth are actually breathing for him.
I mean, that'd be fair to say.
That's fair to say?
Yeah.
All righty. So you probably look more in that direction.
So he has this. He's just trying to get the guy to talk, and
oh God.
Yeah, that'd be fair to say.
I wouldn't dispute that.
I wouldn't say that.
All righty. You wouldn't say that?
I would not say that. I wouldn't say it either.
Okay. Let me see if I can go in this direction. What was your relationship with Jim Harbaugh?
I wouldn't say that. I would not say that either. That's the same.
Yeah, he said the same thing twice.
He said, let me see if I can go in this direction. Translation, what he's saying to this idiot is, this has been a complete catastrophe. Right now it feels like a SpaceX project.
Yeah. And
he's
buying, when he says, let me see if he's buying time, because he's like, well,
I'm trying everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see if I can go in this direction. What was your relationship with Jim Harbaugh?
Great.
Matt Mayoko, our 49ers insider, he wrote back in January that if there was a change, your name could be a popular choice to be the next head coach. Did that create any icy scenarios in the locker room?
I don't think it did. I mean, we never talked about it. Obviously, very uncomfortable for me. I don't know where Matt got that information. If he was the guy indeed that said that, I wasn't aware it was him. But that's obviously uncomfortable and I'd really like to know where that came from.
It came from you trying to get his job. I don't believe this guy tried to get anyone's job. I'm not sure he'd try to do anything but get a cupcake.
I don't know that he knew that he was working with the team.
Yeah. You do kind of get that sense, don't you?
It looks like
I was just doing a secret project for the CIA. That's all it was.
I had just been at a sporting goods store and I had bought some San Francisco gear, and I looked official, I guess, and I don't know, I'm here.
This guy should be selling or doing like awards presentations after a baseball game to Madison Baumgartner. That's what
he reminds me of.
Yeah,
and that's a
fair
question.
Technology and stuff.
When we have him on, I'll ask him. I'm happy to do that. This as glorious as the National Football League is, there is an ugly side, and it's usually coming from the jackals in the media.
It's you, Coach.
You're the ugly side.
Could you please can?
All right. Part of the ugly are reports, and sometimes there are leaks. One of those was that you may have started campaigning for this job before it was even a job.
Wow!
What's a campaign?
What's a job?
Who told you that?
I'm hungry.
Is that a fair assessment?
That's absolutely ludicrous.
That's really out of line.
This guy is awesome. Do you think he'll be the coach at Halloween next year? I say no.
I'm Dynamo.
Well, it doesn't help that while this TV guy is interviewing him, the picture over his shoulder of the coach, the guy he's interviewing, the still picture looks like he's taking a dump.
It does. It looks like he's saying to the cameraman, "Not now, I'm pooping."
Yeah, he's just like hunched over.
Way out of line. That's coming out of, that's coming. That's the stuff that doesn't deserve a response.
For the record, I've never finished a sentence I've started.
New head coach, what's your first order of business? What do you want to do to kind of get yourself
Lunch. Wait till you hear this. Even this, he can't answer this. I don't know if he's intentionally weird.
I'd like to take my team up
obtuse?
Fuddruckers.
You're being obtuse. Fuddruckers.
Listen to this answer. What's the first thing you're going to do? And his response to the question is a dumb question.
down the right direction? What's the first order of business for you when you get into your office?
Yesterday or today or
now that all the press conference
when we get done right here, I got to get back on the phone.
You're right back on the phone.
I got to get going.
And that means phones recruiting guys, talking to current players.
Ordering Jimmy John's online.
No, they're fast. My Bert and Ernie learned to spell phone.
Talk to all the current players.
No, I'm trying to get through to everybody. Yes.
Everybody, both sides, players, coaches, the whole thing. It's not going to be. You don't have one particular.
No, I got to get going all the way.
All righty,
play I got to get going all the way. That's what
the security pad to get into this guy's office at the stadium is a speak and say. Burp, 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 burp.
Oh. He just lives there. He just lives at the office. Yeah. He doesn't have any family. Yeah. No one loves this guy.
He slept in these same clothes for weeks.
Coordinators that you're going to go with.
When he turned 17, his parents dressed him for his funeral and said goodbye.
Most people look better when they put on a suit.
Jesus,
this guy looks terrible.
I know. He makes friggin' Frank Layden look like Rick Rude.
Some people should just not put on suits.
Look at that fat slob.
He's just disheveled.
Yeah. No, I got to get going all the way.
All righty.
Play all the way. I got to get going all the way.
While you have coordinators that you're going to go with, where do you see yourself in the line of play calling? Do you think that you will leave that to your coordinators?
Yeah.
That's not something that you don't desire to be the guy who says, all right, it's 3rd and 8, we're going to do this.
No, desire, I think, is the wrong word. I have a very clear idea of what the head coaching position is.
I think it's wonderful that the San Francisco 49ers organization have hired someone special. I think it's
too. I think
this is great.
You're right. I think it breaks down walls.
He is. It's obvious he's severely autistic, and it's going to be a great story when they win the one game. I'm serious. They should this guy doing the interview should bust out a box of toothpicks and throw them on the table and say, "All right, how many?" He's gonna get it.
I know it's 4th down, and the first 3 times we tried backward pass.
Oh yeah,
and it didn't work. But I'm gonna do it again. Do it, backward pass.
and it's not calling offenses and defensive plays through the game. It is the game management. It's management of the game, and it's pulling people in one direction, setting the plan at the beginning.
Listening
of the week.
to him is like wearing wet underwear. It's just
you're
awful.
Right, yeah.
It's uncomfortable, and you're constantly shifting, and he's all his face is actually wet. Some
people aren't meant to be in a leadership position. He might be a wonderful players love this guy. They loved this guy.
They do?
Yeah. Well, they can tell him what to do.
Like his position guy.
Because they boss him. Yeah, because they boss him around. They whip his ass in the cafeteria, and they stick his head in the toilet, and they're nonsense.
Yeah, they appreciate the time that he spent with the Rhine Fire. And
and understand
I want to follow him.
how three phases of a team are going to come together and win the game as one.
Define a successful first season for Jim Tomsula's 49ers.
One
That's
win.
yet to be determined. I mean, we're gonna win today.
Well, you don't
That's
play
all-
today, Coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're talking about next season.
But
Coach, there's no game today. What?
Are you?
And then he says, I better get on my phone, and he picks up a wet sponge and starts saying, hello.
He's talking into his foot.
Oh,
No one's on the other end of this.
you know he's one of those guys that talks like he doesn't know there's a microphone in the phone.
Yeah.
What?
Yep. Yep. He's a guy at the airport that's just way too loud. Boy, this guy is just a jerk.
It's 1 week calendars once you get in the season. So that's the way I look at
I want
it.
this
So
guy.
it's
I
a
want this
1 week
guy.
calendar once you get in the season. So next season is 17 years long. I'm looking forward to the year off. I'm going to go to Greece and other parts of Africa.
This is
I
a
hope
wonderful.
next year isn't a leap year, though.
This is a wonderful thing that the 49ers have done by granting this Make-A-Wish. This is just
If they end up,
terrific.
if he ends up being coach of the year, I will be so stunned. And we'll say, boy, he was really rope-a-doping the press.
This is some dark years for that team.
How bad must they have hated Jim Harbaugh?
Yes.
That they're like, yes, we would rather have this bag of oatmeal coach the team than you.
This is
Wow.
Yeah, it gives you an idea of what the University of Michigan can expect. Harbaugh is so hated that in order to make themselves feel better, the 49ers hired a man who's mentally impaired. That's what happened.